Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video, a simple one. We're going to explore how we can, in VBA, determine if a table exists. This can be something that's used for routines for updating or validating that tables exist before trying to run certain routines. And it's really very simple to do. Today I'm going to present to you three distinct approaches, two of which are somewhat similar but still distinct in their own approach, technique, or you'll see it's not very hard to do one way or another. So let's just dive in. Let's look at the code very quickly. So the first technique, like it says here, we're going to directly bind the table. So what does that mean? Well, it means we're going to take the current database, table definitions, and we're going to try to go get that specific definition for that specific table. So in the case that we have a table that exists, it's going to manage to build and create and bind to that table definition appropriately, and it's going to set our table definition. So this will succeed. This command will succeed, and we're going to find ourselves on the next line. Therefore, this will then run. So we're going to get table exist equals true. However, in the case where the table does not exist, it's going to try to bind to a table that doesn't exist. Therefore, it's going to generate an error. So my error routine will then jump in and will catch this error. So this next line doesn't run. And because of the error, it's going to jump down here. And then it's going to exit nicely and clear out the variables and blah, blah, blah. And you end up that it never runs this true line. So therefore, it's going to output by default the variable being false. So it's all done with the error handling basically at the end of the day, because if the table doesn't exist, this will trip an error. The other approach, if you don't like triggering errors, and it's something even typically I try to avoid in a lot of cases, is that instead of binding directly to it, let's iterate through that collection of tables one by one. Each time we have a table, we're going to compare the table name for the name of the table we're looking for. And in the event that they match, then we're going to set our variable to true. Yes, the table exists. And that's it. So basically, we're going to keep looping. If it finds a match, then it's going to put it to true. Otherwise, it just stays as the default false. So the error handling in here is simpler. We're not going to trip up and cause an error, but it's probably less efficient because we're, depending on the size of the database, the number of tables, this can take more or less time. However, let's not kid ourselves. Today with VBA, the power of computers, this is still done in a split second. So it really isn't the end of the world if you want to employ this technique. The last technique is to use the MSysObjects table. Now this is a system table, typically hidden, that basically has an entry for every single object in your database. So macros, reports, forms, and tables. So therefore, we can query it to see if the table exists. So it's a standard query, and you can run this directly in the query, the QBE or whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to build that query, but I'm going to run it in VBA. So I'm going to go select the name of the table that I'm looking for, or I'm going to apply the where. So that name has to equal the name I'm looking for. And we're going to tell it specifically that the object type, is it a local table, a linked table, an OBDC table? So this is something that perhaps you'll need to adjust a little bit, but in general cases, you can just do this. And basically, we're going to bind to that query and see what the results are. If it manages to find a match, so the record count won't be 0, okay? Then that means it found the table, and therefore a table exists, so it's true. If it came here and the record count was 0, well then this won't fire, so it's just going to come out and output the default false. And that's all there is to it. It's that simple. You have three approaches. You pick and choose the one you want. Let's just quickly run these, and you'll see how easy this is. So if we take the first one and just drop it into one of my demo databases, it's my drag and drop demo database. Let's just look at this. Now I know I have a table, drag and drop. As you'll see, it's true. But if I come here and I put my table exists, and we'll give it another one, bogus name, you'll see we get false. Okay, so as you can see, that first one works just fine. Similarly, we can copy the second one and drop it into place. And this one, I will just mention I should optimize even further. In reality, should do that. So if it does find a match, we should just exit this loop instead of completing the process. Once we find it, we're done. So this is a little bit of an optimization that I will put in place. But as you can see, if you run this, you will get the exact same results as the previous version of the function. And lastly, if we take the query approach to the MSysObjects table, once again, you will get the same results. So pick and choose whichever approach makes you happy. I hope this helps a few of you out there. It isn't hard, as you can see, and I guess we'll see you in the next video. Thanks as always, and like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment below. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.